I'm using this phrase because politically, because of her influence, because of her power, you will see why I say it in a minute, because she's getting ready not only to attack Minister Farrakhan, but to defend a racist. I use the term very selectively. I do not use it maliciously. And I'm using it because I want you to know the spirit in which she's operating. And I want her to cut it out. Somebody talk black to me. Not to be unnecessarily ugly, family, but I'm not playing with this little girl. You do not say to an 86-year-old man who's been serving black people and have suffered like no other because of his service for us in modern times, 64 years, don't trick off your legacy. We're not asking cadets, the brand news, for your advice. Telling this man he's tricking off his legacy and stop the BS. How dare you? This is how you know, black folk. Let me give you something else before I continue with this. This is how you all know that too many of us have been infected by the ways of Europe, of the European. You know why? Because regardless of whether you appreciate or understand everything that your elder says, there was a time that none of us would be caught, dead or alive, using such language about an elder who is so revered, saying don't trick off your legacy and stop the BS. That's something that's foreign to black and African culture. That's not the way of the black man and the black woman, family. That's proof that we need to come out. Keep listening. Keep giving us a thumbs up. Keep liking, keep sharing as you continue to listen to the voice of Angela Rye and Charlamagne the God. It's queuing right now, family.
It hurts because I'm like, man, I can't defend the stuff that you're saying on these clips. I can't. I don't care if you tell me it's taken out of context. If I were in that same position and somebody said, I'm trying to figure out, I'm not anti-nigga, I'm anti-figure. Like, I can't support that. Like, I'm just not going to be able to support that. I have people in my life who I care deeply about who are Jewish and have ancestors who were tremendously impacted by the Holocaust. We're not going to trick that off and say that that's like, you know, a conspiracy theory. Like, stop. You know, like, don't act like Donald Trump, especially when you don't have the power of Donald Trump. Like, it's not doing anything but making people.
She said for him not to say it because he doesn't have the power of Donald Trump. Did y'all hear that? She said, especially because you don't have the power of Donald Trump. See, this is what's wrong with itty bitty minds. This is the danger, black man and black woman, of having itty bitty minds. With all of the problems that folk like to throw at those in the conscious community, and to be sure, there are many. But the thing that I give the conscious community credit for is this hunt for who we are. Jason Bourne. If you all haven't watched that movie, you would understand that that movie about Jason Bourne has to do with the fact that he suffers from amnesia. And that is a condition of the black man and the black woman in America. But we're only suffering from temporary amnesia, black family. Somebody talk black to me. And the thing that the conscious community has inspired and promoted is research of the original, of where we've come from. The reason I'm talking about that little cadet, referring to Cadet Angela Rye, the cadet, the bottom of the chain of command. She's trying to give advice to the general who's been on multiple battlefields, multiple terrains, multiple generations. She's trying to give him some advice. Listen, bad advice at that. I bring that up to say the importance of knowing who we are, because when you know who you are, Angela Rye, you wouldn't try to embarrass us by saying that the minister doesn't have power like Donald Trump. How dare you compare the power of the black man and the black woman to this credibly alleged racist and rapist in chief? Somebody talk black to me. When you know who you are careful not to cast a spell on yourself and your people by comparing that this man doesn't have power. Only small-minded, ignorant people will say such a thing. This man, before Facebook, before Instagram, before YouTube, under inspiration, called for 1 million men. And almost 2 million showed up. Somebody talk black to me. This man that has changed lives, countless lives, here in America and around the world. This man that commands a different type of power. This man that has traveled numerous countries. This man is treated like a head of state when he travels to multiple countries. This man who was given millions of dollars by the former Muammar Gaddafi. Sit, cadet. Sit. Sit, cadet. Somebody talk
to create false equivalencies, but I can't justify some of the stuff he said.
I totally understand. I listen. And I've listened to a lot of Minister Farrakhan throughout my life because that's my father's. My father's big on the nation, so he always would give me message to the black man by Elijah Muhammad. Always would give me autobiography of Malcolm X.
I went to hear Khalid Muhammad speak, like back in the day. Like, I get it.
I've been to the Million More movement. I've been building with the minister since 2005. The thing I say about the minister is, if you listen to him a lot, he's not attacking all Jewish people, just like he doesn't attack all black people. He
also says a lot of stuff that's like homophobic, like a lot of stuff.
This is how you know there's an LGBTQ agenda, family. Charlamagne the God rightly checks her by saying that the minister never criticizes all Jewish people, right? He specifically says that the minister is only addressing certain elements of Jewish people, just like when the minister is criticizing black people, just like when the minister is criticizing any other people group, he's only talking about the problematic areas of those groups, right? So instead of her staying on subject, family, I want my moderators to let me know if I'm really buffering or not. Somebody up in here talking about I'm buffering. Family, let me know if that's true. Let me know if that's true. I don't want no trolls up in line. Somebody talk black to me. I need one of my moderators to tell me whether or not I'm buffering. So family, listen. Thank you, family. They're saying no. Thank you, beloved. So Angela, instead of saying that's true, you're right. Thank you, family. Thank you, family. So instead of Angela saying, you know what, Charlamagne the God, you're right. The minister is never attacking all Jewish people. He's only talking about the ones that have been oppressive to black people. Instead, what does she do, family? She deflects over into what? Oh, he says homophobic stuff. You see what I'm talking about, family? Thank you, Dual Victory. Thank you to our other the Mod Squad. Shout out, family. Thank you, everybody else. Do y'all hear that? You all see, that's how you know there's an LBGT. Why is she caping for all of these other people groups and stuff when the man is talking to you about a fact? You deflect off of what he said because you are so concerned about doing the bidding of our open enemy. That facts you fight against.